Yes, so now we know recording in progress. Hey,
Amani
Cam fam.
Salamu, Cam fam.
Oh man, that brings back memories. That guy is no
He's
longer
dead.
with us.
He's big dead.
He's dead.
That hurts a bit right there. But hey, Cam fam, for you guys who've already been watching the stream tonight, this is, we're still here. But we are also recording this. So this will be the second video that we're recording tonight. So thanks for joining us. Again, my name is Pretty Boy Dave T, and I am here with 1, 2, 3 members of Wahuru. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Anthony Friesen. I am the player of the character named Nick Harvwin, and I'm a member of Wahuru.
Technically not yet. We never officially decided.
Yeah, okay, go on. Who are you, sir?
I'm Caleb. I play Baylot, as you can see from my name. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
I'm an official member of Wahoo.
I hear you.
Resident chef.
I'm the superior David. I play the best character, Resilient.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said,
Wait. Who are you?
Thank you.
He's
Thank
the
you.
inferior David.
I am Mighty Matatopo. Come on.
The inferior
What
David.
else needs to be said?
Who's Matatopa?
I said Matatopa.
Cap.
It sounded like you said Matatopo, not gonna lie.
All right. Well, I am Mighty Matatopa. Is that better?
You did the accent wrong. It's I am the mighty Matatopa.
Very
Matatopa.
pretentious.
All right. So we are discussing the game EverLore, and actually what we're doing is we're creating some creatures for our next installment of the Monsters Menagerie. I got the right book this time.
Yeah.
So this will detail some of the creatures in the realm of EverLore, and that's the name of our new tabletop role-playing game. This book has over 200 creatures in it, and so we will do likewise with the next volume. In case you guys want to learn more about EverLore, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube at EverLoreGame. You also can check out our website, which is ManChildLTD.com. There you will find our core books as well as swag like t-shirts and our battle wheel and things like that. In case you guys are watching us from our website or from our YouTube, we actually have 2 live streams. One is Evermore with EverLore, and that airs on Thursdays from 6:50 to 9. And that is at twitch.tv/EverLoreGame. Our second official stream is Essence of EverLore, and that airs on Mondays from 6:45 to 9. And that can be found at twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. With that being said, we are going to discuss these tonight. And we did. They are named the Veldar. And this was a concept that Caleb came up with when he was, 11, 10, something like that?
Yeah, somewhere around there. We were at a swim meet in, I don't know, somebody said.
Yeah, it was, we were
I saw
at a swim meet.
Saw a statue of it was half like a sphere, and there were just imprints in it. And I thought, what if a human was in there? And it just split open.
Then he actually saw, while he was looking at the statue, a comet came down to Earth and a guy walked out.
Right.
Of it. And it looked just like that on the artwork.
That didn't really happen, Cam fam. So this is the representation. This is, obviously a close-up of it. This is what happens to the comet after it breaks. And then this is the creature. So concept that we have working so far is that these guys basically come from outer space. They arrive in a comet. They arrive in a comet. Then the comet breaks and they are born. I think when they're born, well, not born or hatched or whatever, they're about 8 feet tall, but then they can grow to be about 40 or so feet. We do know that when they get older, they will go and find their comet, and one half they can turn into a weapon. The other half they can turn to like a shield or armor. And so like,
Or it could be just like a chain, some vanity item.
Drip.
okay.
They get iced out.
right. So what do we want to, I mean, like, give me more about these guys.
I had an
They're
idea.
tall.
They are tall, about 40 feet.
What if they were created and sent as weapons, but then whoever sent them died? So now they're just like,
They're roaming.
yeah, they just exist without like a specific goal. Like, so say some crazy dude was like, that's a planet. I'm gonna take that over. But first,
That's a planet.
I'm gonna make and attack them with like these things. And he just makes a bunch of them, starts sending them, and so every now and then they'll just like go flying. The dude's like dead now, but they still come.
I like it. So some powerful mage somewhere made these asteroids, and that sort of softens up the planet or whatever he was planning on, or she was planning on destroying.
Yeah, but then they're big.
So is there like okay, so what if there's like an asteroid belt full of them? And you know, every now and then one gets knocked off.
Andrea's rotation, it just gets close enough, and then a few of them just come in.
Okay, I like that.
Ooh.
So, asteroid belt. Their creator, like, was their creator just something that lived on another planet, or like was it like some uber powerful entity that like lived amongst the stars? Like
I would say it was just like one uber powerful entity that like the gods made, and it just kind of like was doing some stuff that nobody really knows, but this is what it left, and it's kind of like a mystery thing.
Okay. So now how about like, I guess maybe, what about if at the heart of the asteroid belt, like in the nexus of that is the actual planet that their creator was. Maybe their creator had dominated like that whole planet and was seeking to like start taking over the universe.
And then have a heart attack.
I think
it
this
wasn't something as simple as a heart attack.
A heart attack.
I would say not only did it not have a heart, I would say that it was like a being that consisted of like celestial bodies or something.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say it is a celestial, like an angel or a seraphim necessarily, but like, wouldn't it be cool if it was just made up of like what looks like a nebula in the night sky or something?
The bad person who created them, or the creature itself?
Bad person.
The bad person.
I think just
the bad person.
I don't specify.
Let's not flesh them out too much.
Let's just say they were created by some person who died of a heart attack.
No. I think they were created by, he fed off of the planet itself. Hold on.
Marvel territory.
He took from the planet itself, then it exploded because it didn't have enough energy, and then he died from that. Plausible reason for him to die. No evidence of him existing, and the thing still exists.
I sort of like the nebula idea, but then I sort of like the planet idea, because then that creates some kind of mystery, and like, what happens if you get to that center planet? What are you going to find?
Heart attack.
So like, you know how there's so you know how on like Mythandria, like the planet, right? There's spirits, right?
Yeah.
What if you found like not necessarily the exact same, but like what if you found beings that are kind of like that, where they're like ephemeral, so like in some kind of way they're like harder to interact with. Like, you know, you have to tap into some kind of magic to speak with them or something, but like they feed basically off of like the, you know, dead body of whatever this thing is that made a bunch of these Zendari, they were called, you said? Veldar, sorry, my bad. But yeah, like that basically.
Okay, so you're saying on the planet there are creatures that feed off of the hold on. First, let's not get too caught up on the planet. Let's finish this.
Then talk about
Okay, so what more about this?
I think that their conception was the person took parts from monsters. They're like Frankenstein's monster, you know what I mean? So they have no idea what's going on. They're just births. They don't know what happened.
I would agree that
how things work.
But I think that as they grow and get wiser, that they have like not like flashbacks, but they have like memories from their separate things. So then there's more. So then that's why they act differently. That's why they.
What if when they're born, because like they don't have anything like ordering them, they're just born with like basically one word in their head and they live by that word. So like one would be like defend, and then they would like find a city and then they would make it their life goal to defend it, or like whatever they decide.
Well, I think I like the idea that they were sent out as weapons, and if so, defense probably not going to be something that, you know, because he wanted to soften up. So the idea, and I sort of like what you were saying, Dave, is that they don't really have like an understanding of what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So what we were thinking when Caleb and I talked about it a long time ago is that when they're first born, hatched, you know, they're pretty much babes, but they're like 8 feet tall. And so they are just like babies. They act out, they're emotional, they're, you know, whatever. So a lot of times they will get hunted and killed, you know, unless an older one finds them and sort of shepherds them until they get older.
I think they have like a severe anger issues, basically, because like they were made to be aggressive, but like they can suppress that, right? And so they're like naturally supposed to be aggressive, but they aren't all necessarily like always aggressive, you know?
I would agree with that, but what were you saying, Davey?
I don't necessarily want them to have a set thing, because what I'm thinking is they weren't ready to be sent out, and something happened, then they were sent out. So you got the person that didn't have time to create them in however you want. So I don't necessarily want them to have a blanket. This is a semi mission. This is what I know. I think that they just come out like an infant.
No, I agree with you. I agree that they wouldn't have a set, you know. But like Caleb was saying, I do think that they would have like an inherent rage that they would suppress because they were created as weapons, you know. And so he died or she died before being able to send them out. And so their mission hasn't been turned on, but they still have that aggression that they have to learn how to suppress. And that's why a lot of them don't make it, because if you're an 8 foot tall, you know, baby, basically, that's powerful, just full of rage, and you're going to be fighting everything, but you're not strong enough yet, you know. And so
I like to think they crack open in the sky, right? And then this helps with the finding the things part, because like, right, they're falling down like an egg, right? And these go flying wherever, and it just goes, right, lands on the ground, confused, dazed, probably very hot, and so it just goes wandering.
I'm thinking that it doesn't find the two halves of its, egg shell or whatever we're calling it, until it's an adult.
Well, yeah, but still.
Okay. I mean, what do you guys think? It can crack in the sky or it can crack before. I think yes, if it cracks in the sky, then yes, that would make sense that they're separated. So they would have to find it versus both of them being.
I think it's up to the LM how he wants to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, if Baylock dies, I'm playing one of these.
Right.
I'm being the
With the
creature
third
before. Being the one with the heart.
So
That's
okay.
pretty sick too. I'll take that. Got both of us.
So these things can get up to 40 feet tall.
Giant.
And
Quite literally.
so about how long does it take before, I guess, their egg calls out to them?
How long does it live? We gotta get that first.
Okay, how long does it live?
It lives 20 years, but the egg calls out to them in 40.
Yeah, what?
that was just jokes.
Yeah. So how long do we think it lives?
What?
How long do we think it lives? What's their natural lifespan?
40,000.
I mean, their average lifespan would be pretty low.
Well, average, but yes, what's their natural
40,000.
Oh,
Definitely don't think 40,000.
Thinking like,
I would say
I know
800.
40,000.
how long?
There aren't that many of them, and they don't repopulate. They don't reproduce
I mean,
because they were created, so they don't reproduce. There's a set number, and then they
Plus,
just live
like,
for 40,000 years.
it's basically just golems. Like they're golems plus
Yeah.
the steps. Golems.
I
don't
would say,
die.
I mean, I
So
guess.
we'll make it more, 100,000.
So-
I don't know.
so they're immortal.
Yeah,
So they can be
They're
killed.
immortal until
make
they're
them
killed.
immortal. Yes,
Yeah,
I like
they can
that.
be
Okay.
killed.
I
And
think
there's a
at,
point
like,
where they stop aging.
200.
Well, and it makes sense if they're immortal. If this was the vanguard of some mage, after they weaken, they would still be the army, the protection. So this was a lifelong. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So
They're in it for the long haul.
immortal. Okay, so being immortal.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have enough immortal creatures.
Yeah, we don't. But so these guys are immortal. Around what age are they before
10,000.
they're? I don't think 10,000 because I don't think a lot of them are going to live to 10,000 without these things. So I was thinking much younger, like 100.
Yeah.
Wait, when they get what?
When
When they get the things.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
when
it starts
they- I thought
calling
you were
out to
saying
them
when
and they go find them.
I feel like 100 isn't long enough because I feel like they need to understand it more. Because like 100 years is a long time, but they're immortals.
Yeah, but I would think like they're being raised by one of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're being taught because otherwise I don't think they last.
Why? They can still have weapons. You have giant things that have weapons.
Well, no, babies. I mean, they're as babies.
Yeah.
I don't see them surviving. Without some protection. I mean, because all they are is raised
That
at
goes
that
into
point.
question.
Tree?
What do they have? Like, what are they born at? Because like dragons, they're born at like, what was it,
Don't
600?
do that, dude.
2,000.
I hear what you're saying. What's their base?
Like not necessarily EP, but like
Yeah, no, I get you. I get
2,000.
you. No.
Yeah, because they were created to destroy immediately. So they come out trucking. That's
I don't
why they are
necessarily think they're
murdered
created
immediately.
Created to destroy immediately. I think they're created
Eh,
to hatch and overwhelm whilst growing.
Yeah, I looked at them as more like an infiltration. Infiltration unit. So they would come, and obviously, as they were hatched, they would have had some instruction. Go here, prepare this. There, and then when you're of age, go and destroy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking, Anthony?
700.
I'm definitely agreeing with the idea of like they start off in the comet, they come crashing down, and then they have to grow up before they can be like really dangerous.
I feel like 1,000's good. No, because if you think about it, Baylocks like Baylock's at 1,000 right now.
So they come out like us.
Oh, you're talking about 1,000 EP.
Yeah.
Or OR 10.
Yeah, not 1,000 OR.
No, I thought you meant 1,000 years before the egg calls out to them.
No.
Oh,
Like,
no. I was thinking like
I'm just trying to
years.
figure out when do we think the egg calls out to
Oh, yeah,
them.
we could
I
go
was
100.
thinking they're born at like 1,000 EP or like ballpark 10,
I'd take
10
2,000
OR.
EP.
20 OR.
Roll, each of you guys roll a D10.
Got you.
7D. Or 7.
7. That's 14.
Oh right, I don't have a thing on me to roll dice.
All right.
I got a 9.
7
So-
again.
I got a 9. I roll first.
So we'll do 9.
Well,
16,
no, I was
Go on with the
thinking.
9.
23.
I was thinking.
2,300.
2,300.
Well, no, I wasn't adding up.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking,
we are.
what's their
Yes, we are.
base?
2,300.
And so you guys had 7
2,300.
twice.
No,
So I'm thinking 700.
that's not very high. 2,300.
I feel
I
like
mean,
that's too
as a
low.
babe,
2,300 isn't that high. We're almost at a. You are at 1,000.
No, but here's my thing. What I'm saying is this is where they start. And
No. I
hold-
get that, but
hold
they're
on.
created to destroy.
I understand, but what I'm saying is I'm looking at giving opportunity for players to meet them and engage with them. I don't want it only to be like a God campaign. Everybody has to be 30, 40,000 EP before they can fight these things.
I definitely think we have to like lower it a little bit if they're just babes.
And so I was thinking like OR7. So, I mean, think about how long it took us to get to 700 EP.
Yeah.
We're beyond
but,
that now.
But think about how many people we've met, just Wahoo, that are way above that.
And
I agree.
also, then
'Cause,
there's,
like,
it's
hold on,
not a,
they're
they're
no
not a big threat.
No, but that, yes, when you meet them as a babe, and that's what I'm saying, they're not a big threat. And that's
You
why so many of them
just said
don't
that
survive.
they were murdered because they were a big threat. That was literally the
Oh, no,
whole
no.
backstory.
Well, okay, so like it
No,
like
they're not very
remember
because they're a big
That's
threat.
literally
They're-
what you
remember-
said
no,
verbatim.
remember at the start how
Yeah.
we had to fight the Azerian hound because it was causing some ruckus. It's that same kind of thing. You have something that's dangerous for like the nearby inhabitants, so they have somebody who's well equipped enough to make it safe for the people who can't make it safe for themselves.
Yeah, they're not necessarily dangerous to adventurers, just to like Joe Schmo who plants
The
cabbage.
farmer, or yeah. And what I was thinking is not necessarily that they were dangerous, is that they're rampaging. And so obviously you're going to stop them, and that's what I'm thinking. If they're not too powerful when they begin, that will give some adventurers, a challenge. It would be too much for some starting adventurers, but then when you get to that level, like if we fight an Azerian hound now, we would fare a lot better.
Yeah.
Smoke it.
I
It's
don't
a
know if we
miracle.
smoke it, but
It's a miracle we won against the first one. Don't even
Okay.
don't
You say we, okay? It's a miracle that it killed itself.
this is true. The OR7 is to begin. All right. And let's say what else?
I got its tail.
What?
You did.
I got,
He got his
it
tail in
in
his
the
You
mouth.
did get his tail in your mouth. Yeah, that's cool.
I wanna
I
start
don't even
doing
use
that.
it a lot.
We should
That's
start
so
doing
You
that.
did
funny.
stop using that.
We should
It's
start
'cause
doing
You
I
that.
don't-
gotta start using it again.
I've
You
been
can put it on
using
chlamydia.
chlamydia. I know, but
You
I
can put
don't
it on
want to
there.
like spit on her.
Well, I mean, you would, yeah.
Get my magic sword and we can communicate.
Spit on you.
What?
Why don't
Go
we do
kill
that more?
stuff.
Why don't we like kill
Um,
things and then take part of it?
Because we
and give
just
it-
haven't thought about it. All right,
I've
so,
tried.
so-
I've tried
Kaitis did it.
multiple
Kaitis did it
times.
with a I don't know, something scales and got a plus 3 to investment.
Yeah. All right, so
Maybe we should do that one.
so it is raised by another one of them.
Mhm.
Okay. And the egg calls out when they're at 100.
When they're 800?
No, 100.
Okay,
100.
got you. I was confused. Like, why'd you swap up on me?
No, I said at 100. Okay. What abilities do they have?
Hold on.
Um,
Can they use magic?
Yeah. Then you think of use magic.
yeah.
Not true.
I would think that they would be able to use magic.
It's just weak magic. Like
I'm not.
their magic is weaker. Because they were created, so I don't think they would have like a natural connection to the shadow sea and stuff. So then they have a creation, like a connectivity through the mage that created them, but they don't have like a natural connection. So it's not as potent.
I can see it both ways. I can see, like you're saying, they were made, to basically be melee fighters, or physical fighters. But I mean, they could have, as they were, in their asteroid belt for thousands of years, soaked in, the essence of the shadow sea. So I mean, so they could be capable of being powerful mages. I mean, I think that would make them more interesting if there's a potential. That doesn't mean they all are.
Wait, I was just thinking about this. Can blood soak spirits blood soak?
Blood soak?
Blood soak. That's what I said.
You said blood, yes. Blood
Yeah.
No. I mean, a blood soak, well, yes, but it's difficult. Think about like somebody who's an addict. It's not easy to stop that drug. Okay. And that's sort of what blood soaks are. And so yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blood soak.
So they can use magic.
Really druggy.
All right. And then the halves of the egg will have special properties. And that'll be different based on what they create out of it. What other abilities do they have, though?
I think they can communicate with each other.
Okay, so you say teleport and you say communicate with each other.
Because that's like half of a war. It's communication.
I guess.
And travel.
Like, be able to communicate with each other.
And travel.
I don't know that I like telepathy though, because we've used that a lot.
Just it makes sense.
How about if we
go to magic thing?
How about if we change that to they can communicate through vibration? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but vibration can be interrupted by that's not very.
I feel like that's also.
It can be. I mean, it can be.
Also, I feel like that's more of a close range thing. I was thinking.
Oh no! I mean, vibration can travel all the way through the earth. That's why we can tell
how
about.
Are they supposed to know?
Huh?
They don't know where the others are. They're just kind of sending out vibrations to nowhere.
Well, yeah, but that's that makes sense.
I think
because like bats just send out vibration because they're blind.
Well, that's different. They're not trying to contact things. They're looking for things. The same way when we
just
walk
like how they're looking.
No, the same way when we walk outside, we just go like that. We're not looking for a specific person.
I was just thinking, just like a mother cub knows the sound of her babe, and like I know your voice different than your voice. I think you can tell the different vibrations based on your connection with that person, or if you're just screaming out. Hey, there's another Veldar out there that's screaming out. Like when lions, males want to say, this is my territory, they just growl. And anybody who hears it, that's their territory. But then their family members, part of their pride, knows that's my protector. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that way is how it could work.
Okay, that makes sense. Also,
okay.
How far are we saying that vibration can go? Like, can it go to the other side of the planet?
I would give it like 1,000-mile range or something like that. I wouldn't necessarily say it goes through the planet. I mean, I guess it could, but the problem is that
it would be jumbled.
It would be jumbled, and then truly there's not a real reason for it to do that because creatures can't easily cross continents in Mythandria.
They do not know that.
But unless the creatures itself don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's more of a knowledge thing versus.
And how far can they teleport?
Now, are we going with teleport?
I like teleportation.
Anthony, what do you think?
A 40 feet thing gone and then there.
I don't know. I feel like you like the teleportation because you're used to having that kind of thing with your character.
And it's freaking awesome. It is so convenient.
It is awesome though. All
right. Is cool, but not everything needs it.
So
Not
hold on.
everything has it. This has it.
I don't think teleportation is for this guy.
Why?
Odd or even.
They were created by a super.
What if they could?
super strong mage?
They can teleport.
Yeah. Yeah. It was destined. Get over yourself, Anthony.
Now, hold on. But I'm thinking it has to be line of sight.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so boring.
So you're
Oh,
limited,
it's so boring. It has to
so
see
cool,
where it's going.
but it has to be line of sight. So we're sort of
Why? Why are you limiting it?
Definitely because a 40-foot giant
Not an
just seeing
overpowered
you.
thing.
It
ability.
definitely is a little bit like strong.
We just created a character that can get an infinite amount of hearts and can live forever if their hearts aren't destroyed. That's freaking overpowered.
You can still kill them. Like you just send them back to their heart.
Teleportation has nothing to do with if you can kill it. Like teleportation distance, I should say, has nothing to do with if you can kill it.
So it's just an ability. I'm not overpowered because I can teleport. It's just more convenient. I can travel better than all of you.
all right.
Okay, they have something to do with the stars. Like, there's no way that they're extraterrestrial beings are not going to do something with the stars.
What if they can what if one of their attacks is like they literally just have like a rock like come down from the sky and it's like an attack, like RAB, or maybe it's like a spell or something where like a comic will strike down on somebody.
It's got splash damage.
So how about like we call it like Star Strike, and it draws like tiny meteors. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a meteor shower.
That do
And so
5d20 because it's freaking meteors. So and it takes a while to unlock though.
It takes a while.
Like if you like,
I mean,
like 10,000.
they will. I mean, they will have to master the ability.
Down freaking asteroids.
I feel like 10,000 is kind of low for that, actually.
So what are we
40,
thinking?
20.
Like, what type of damage does this?
It's
do?
Penetrating, burning, splash.
No, I'm saying like
Bro.
40-20. So I feel like that's lowballing it.
40-20.
Well, no. Okay, so they're calling down.
I'm thinking 2 of every die. So you just take your dice bag.
Well, no, I'm thinking
Up.
that they would call down like a D12 worth of these meteors, and then each meteor will do damage.
15 D20. 15 D20.
Each meteor will not do 15 D20.
Okay, what if each meteor does like
No, a D20. I think that's fair. Because at max, you can have
D20 is fair.
140 points damage to a group.
Okay, I would go with a D20.
Wait, no, it'd be more than 140, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It'd be 240.
240. Yeah.
Right?
No.
As the max.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the average you would get then is about 120.
Yeah. Which is solid damage.
Yeah, spread against the whole party.
Yeah, spread out.
Even
And
What
this would be an
party?
area effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
What do you
like
think like area is though? I'm thinking
like 500-foot radius.
500-foot like circle. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're thinking not necessarily radius, but radius. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The circumference of the meteors are
So
destroying your
500.
group.
ooh, can they like
Okay, so they can
shrink it?
teleport, communicate through vibrations. They do the Star Strike.
And they
Or strike.
or whatever. The thing we have.
Actual
No,
infusion?
they don't have astral infusion.
Why? They're literally from
No.
that's our connection.
Oh, you just want one of these as a pet, don't
Hold
you?
on. Kind of like astral infusion. But instead of that, it's in relation to the planet. The planet they're from.
Okay, but what are you saying?
So they can
It's
find a way
literally
home.
astral infusion, but instead of
Nah.
in comparison to stars, but like their
Nah.
planet. Nah, you're on that whack.
This
stuff.
man said, nah.
I do want to do something astral,
Ooh,
but
what
not.
if they like? It's gonna sound whack at first, but let me explain. Okay, they photosynthesize
Bruh.
To grow, but to gain energy, they can then exert through their weapons. Only like the special weapons. Though.
No, I feel like they just leave the weapons out.
What?
And then the weapons absorb like starlight, and then it just claps people. So they have like a.
No, I wouldn't say they leave their weapons out.
No, it's like they have like a whatever the windows in the roof are
I
called.
think they gain energy from starlight.
Yeah.
So
and that's how they can. I'm thinking that they can regenerate wounds through starlight, but it's a slower regeneration. It's not like an instant. You know.
I'm thinking star lasers.
Star lasers.
Yeah.
All right, hear me out. It didn't work for the spider brains, dude. But if they have eyeball lasers?
No.
Dang it. I always advocate for those.
They already have 4 abilities.
Yeah, they got.
Our
they
last
got
creature
abilities.
has
Are we
one.
doing the sunlight laser?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing the sunlight lasers.
Why?
No.
That's so cool though. Plus, who doesn't love a giant rock monster that has starlight lasers?
Sunlight lasers for this guy?
Out of its nipples.
Oh!
Okay.
We're not there.
Pew, pew.
But we
that
can you think? No.
No,
Yes.
I don't think it really matches it.
yeah, that doesn't seem like a him thing.
No, I mean,
What
it can
crystals,
suck your
crystals
soul.
crystals can. I mean, you can use that to reflect light. So,
yeah, if
I mean,
their heart is in it, then yes. Because that's what. If you're literally taking the crystal out so you can live. If your heart is in there, then you can shoot lasers out of your eyes.
Laser eyes.
I like how you hold the crystal and the crystal isn't even the thing reflecting dangerous beams of light. You just hold it so your eyes can do it.
They just hold it.
All
They
right.
hold it so the sunlight just beams into their eyes, and they're just like.
So these, they obviously do not have kids. I'm assuming that they still can mate for pleasure, but they don't have like, you know.
Honestly, I would say they don't even have it for pleasure.
Dang, they live the monk life. Oh no.
I mean, they don't know anything.
No,
else.
I'm just saying I don't think they have like
Why would
I'm
there-
saying
So
I'm saying
they're genderless.
yeah, I'm
Hey,
saying I don't think they have they don't have the tools for the situation because it's like why do that when you have a job to do forever?
I mean, I don't think they were made.
I guess,
have
yeah,
pleasure.
that's right. They were made.
They're made to be
To kill stuff.
mindless slaves that do whatever they're.
All right. Okay. So this is the Veldar.
Should we make something that controls all of them?
No,
The
That thing is
Yeah.
dead.
mage thing? No.
that thing is dead.
The mage thing has a thing that controls all of them.
No, definitely they're all just
I think
dead.
that was the mage. Yeah.
David, you're not making the Comet Rock Monster literally just so you can have its control panel.
Yes, that's how this
All
works.
right. So that is the making of the Veldar. Thanks for watching this episode of Evermore with EverLore, which was really our creature creation station. But the creature that we created, the Veldar, is for the game EverLore. And EverLore is a classless and levelless tabletop role-playing game. And it is something that promotes diversity and inclusion. And it has a simple to use point-buy system for progression. We hope you guys check it out. You can learn more about EverLore on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube at EverLoreGame. You can also find out information about it on our website, which is manchildltd.com. There you will find cool shirts. You'll find our merchandise, our 5 core books, as well as battle wheels and other things.
We got hoodies.
We have hoodies, we do. And in case you guys are watching this from our YouTube or from our website, you can actually check out our live stream of Evermore with EverLore, which is every Thursday from 6:50 to 9. You can catch that at twitch.tv/EverLoreGame. We also have another official stream, which is Essence of EverLore, and that airs every Monday from 6:45 to 9, and that's at twitch.tv/EverLoreGame. And CamFam, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. This guy just said, wait, hold on.
Did you say Essence of EverLore?
Essence of EverLore.
Wait, did you say?
For twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore.
Oh, I thought you said
I Oh, well, no. The second one is twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. Thank you if I did make that mistake. But hey, Cam Fam, no matter who you are, remember,
this game is for you. Peace, Cam Fam.
And ending the recording.